What's happening? Welcome back. Generation G podcast brings you the group chat on where.
Hey,
We here. We near.
You like my
Near.
Get used to it.
still.
Oh,
As you can see, a blurry Jordan Poole shirt. Cool, pretty cool.
It's not blurry, but
Oh, right. All right.
Fix the internet.
Hey, what's up, man?
Poor kid.
We missed one, but we back.
Hey.
Did you miss us? I got a bunch of texts like, "Yo, where y'all at, man?" But
Yeah.
you know,
did,
there was
did
stuff
all
going on.
15 of you miss us?
Man, that's
Hey,
what I'm
shout
saying.
outs
Big
to
number.
y'all. Shout outs to the generals, bro.
man, I think his volume's back. That sounded good.
Hey.
But
yeah, he's
shout
louder
out-
than he's ever been.
Shout out all the genitals, man. Sorry we took a week hiatus. You know, life be lifing. We're all busy men, and we still
Yeah.
make time out of our week to come to you.
Yeah,
Mhm.
just for you, man. You know, just imagine how much really goes into this. Okay,
Just
we
imagine.
got to use
bro.
our brain.
Whatever.
Your brains are off right now listening to this brain rot.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we
You
got
know,
you.
And just like a cheap hooker, man, no matter how much we hate y'all, we'll come back. So
yeah,
that's
hey, wash the crack.
'Cause a
and
steal's a
sell
steal,
it
bro.
again, you know what I'm saying?
$40?
Yeah,
damn.
that's jug.
During during this economy, damn, that's crazy.
Can't beat a deal.
That's a
So,
special.
At first they got the Dollar Tree, now they got the dollar pussy. God damn.
Hey,
Oh,
turn
no.
up.
Stay away
Man.
from public. For
Hey.
yeah, for real.
But we got to address it up front. Shout outs to Saw Jimmy. He would love for us to talk about this. We gotta just headline it with politics in America, bro. I know, yeah. Some people don't want to talk about it, but
Yeah, man. America's just a
What's going
shithole right now. We got a whole bunch of drama going on. No kings. You guys believe in kings or what?
man,
Yeah,
bro,
hey,
this-
people.
seems like the same playbook of fighting other people's fights.
Yeah, it's funny now. Like
White
right
Muslims.
when Trump got out of office, like we're back right to that right now. Like fucking protests, war again. It's crazy.
It's almost like they have something on him and, take advantage of it.
What? I thought we were talking about no kings.
no kings,
Still
light
Trump.
the beam.
Man. So, yeah, there's a whole lot of stuff going on. Of course, Donald Trump's amazing parade. I don't know if you guys caught any of it, but the parade was it was cool. It was only being broadcast on like Fox News straight up. And just the commentators, if you could imagine, for something like that.
Wait,
it
for
was
real?
just off the chart.
There's a parade.
Oh, you
Trump
don't know
parade?
about that?
Nah,
It was allegedly for like the Army 250 year or something like that, but then they're trying to say it was for Trump's birthday as well.
man, it's for Iran and Israel. That's what it's for.
Man. Yeah, but it was really something, They were showing off all the new technology, and they had like the history of the Army stuff. They had people out there in like Revolutionary War fits with the muskets, and then they had like people dressed like Vietnam and World War II, and
Losers.
they were parading around all the old tanks. Well, it was like actual army,
Yeah.
army platoons. They just had like their alternate outfits on, like if you hold X when you're selecting Ryu,
Man.
they just
I
had
feel like
the
every
alternate
country
fit.
has that though, like North Korea, Vietnam. They have these type of parades, about
Yeah.
the military.
Yeah, for sure. Everybody's doing it,
Interesting.
The problem was the cost. So people are arguing that it was like a waste of money. You guys,
Yeah.
what do you think about that?
I think parades in general are a waste of money.
Yeah.
I've always
this
thought that.
parade allegedly cost $45 million, and a lot of it, actually more than $15 million of that 45 is just to repair the streets from the tanks driving down them.
Man,
Damn.
So, wow, isn't that crazy?
that sucks.
What great
That's
spending.
Crazy.
The Doge would be really upset about this.
Yeah, that's part of what he didn't like.
Oh, yeah. Very
Yeah.
insightful, Demo.
Hell yeah. But
So-
man, Shit's going down though, but I mean, yeah, shout out some prayers to all the people that are affected, that are innocent bystanders, in this whole, no matter what side you're on, anyone that's not even involved in the war, the military, that's getting affected, that's bullshit.
Mute your mic, Demo.
What the fuck is he doing, bro?
There we go. Shit. Bro, had the refrigerator on or what?
Over here just, he stopped himself. But, I mean, I guess continue on little same news here. Trump also is dropping that 4547 phone or whatever he wants to call it, the gold phone. Man,
he's really
get yourself a
here to
Trump
make
phone.
money, bro. Like more money.
Facts.
It's like $500 or something. He was trying to make it, and
cheaper than an iPhone.
yeah, and something about like monthly plans are like $45.47 or something like that.
Who's it going through? Is it going through T-Mobile?
Nah, I don't know actually.
I'd
I'm
have
not
to
getting. It's
switch
definitely not one of the
providers.
It's going against one of all the major carriers. So, we'll see. I mean, is this gonna be better than the Obama phone?
I mean, look at all his little ventures he
Obama
started
phone was
out.
free.
Like Truth Social and shit. Just knockoff type shit.
And just like his attempt at shit, it's not even him. It's like he has a team that has these ideas for him. He's like, yeah, just do it.
The Trump shoes were a
See what
hit.
happens. They were a hit, but what happened now? What's the resale on those?
That's a good question, Chang.
Those sold like hurricanes.
Bro, nah, they did way better than the game shit.
I don't know.
They
bro.
do better than Birdman lugs.
That shit was hurt.
But yeah, let me check Chang. Chang's about to check all the way from China.
Nice.
He's on a VPN.
See,
He's
world
on a
peace is
VPN.
possible.
Man, they ain't even got this shit. I'm on StockX. Let me see.
You guys don't have the white boy engineer today.
No, this shit is they don't even got that shit on StockX, so it's not legit. The Trump shoe.
StockX ain't legit.
Yeah,
That's
bro. What the
people have been saying.
fuck? I only use StockX to get an Xbox. Cause
Wait, you bought things outside of shoes on StockX?
Oh yeah, bro. That's where I got my Xbox when you couldn't find them anywhere during 2020. Remember that demo? StockX. You had to just refresh, beat somebody out for a Xbox.
That's wild.
That's how
I
me
just
and Saw
sold a
Jimmy
pair of
got our
shoes on
shit.
StockX.
Dang, that's what's up though.
Shouts out Saw Jimmy.
Everywhere on eBay, they're going for like 5 racks and 3 racks and up.
Yeah, eBay is not a real market. I feel like though.
That's the
Like,
original
people
market.
people just make whatever they overprice shit and then just figure it out later or best offer.
Facebook
kinda
Marketplace, underrated.
People talk about that all the time about buying used shit. It's good right there. Like shit, just regular shit like furniture and just all sorts of random shit.
Mm-hmm.
God damn.
Man,
That's
but
crazy.
what's going on in the world, a bit wild, bruh. You know, other countries attacking each other, and I just hate that ours get sucked into this, and then, you know, leaves room for a lot of finger pointing based on what happens after that, and
Yeah.
here we are once again.
Yeah, and the worst thing is like, like each country has their own government, so they all have their own propaganda on their own, censorship on the news or whatever it is
Yeah,
that they get to see. So like, you never know what the people of that country is really seeing on the news and what they think of the issue, at
Yeah.
hand. So
I got a homegirl in Switzerland right now. I'm like, you should probably get your ass back. Like, shit popping off right now. Who knows when you can
in Europe, yeah, my girl's in France right now. And, I was
Sheesh.
like, and it's Europe, but I mean, it's closer to that side than we are. So, and being in the air right now ain't fun, with all that going on. You never know. Hey, by the way, UFC is also in the Middle East this Saturday, in Azerbaijan, or however you say that country.
Wow.
Rare.
Is that how you say it? Azerbaijan.
I feel like territorial wars are outdated at this point because we done mixed and matched so many ethnicities and religions and races in other countries all over the world. You know what I'm saying? Like, sure, Iran, why would you attack Iranian Americans if it ever came to that out here, or vice versa?
Well, not because they wouldn't look at them as real Iranians.
I guess, but you know,
It's just like how African people don't like the black people out here. You know what I mean?
but then
Or vice
again, they
versa.
set these weird conditions in their country that force people to come to ours, and then it's like, I don't know, bro. It's like just back and forth of messiness.
Well, I mean, because at the end of the day, you feel me? It's like the land is a free, right? Whatever. Like out here, you could say Trump has a small pee and not get in trouble. Out there, they're gonna, you say that about Kim Jong Un or something, you're gonna end up murked.
Chop yo pee.
Facts.
Yeah, for sure. That be happening. I was in Vietnam like a few weeks right before they had an anniversary parade as well with Ho Chi Minh, the communist guy that made the country communist, and
Bless you. Oh.
and like some lady, and she was like a famous
I thought it
lady
was
too.
sneeze.
Like, and this is like common news outside. She went on Facebook or whatever, some social media over there, and then she was just complaining about the traffic the parade was causing. They offed her shit. She got arrested
Dang.
immediately.
Damn.
Yeah, expeditiously.
Man.
So,
Yeah, true.
and then a local was telling me on the low
He laughed at her.
that he was just saying like, "Hey, over here," he's like, "It seems cool," and it is. He's like, "It's super dope if you're a tourist and if you got money." He's like, "But like for a local man, he's like, you can't say anything. Everything's chill, but he's like, you just can't say anything." He's like, for example, even if I say something and they don't like get me or arrest me right away, they're gonna go to my work when I'm not there and tell like the government's gonna be like, you can't employ this man. So then it sets you up for like just basically you can't work anywhere and stuff like little things like that they'll do, even when you think like it's too small. Like, in America, you're like, oh, they're not gonna fuck with one specific person. It's like, who am I? Like, why would they spend time and resources on fucking with me specifically if I'm a nobody? But like over there, even if you're a nobody, they're still gonna fuck up your life just because they're trying to, make a point.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man. Shout out other countries where your voice is really heard.
They really hear you at all times.
I mean, yeah, bro. Look at the Middle East. Like, if you're a woman, you can't even show yourself, bro. Like, come on.
Hey, no, speaking about that privacy shit, hey, no high thoughts, but have you ever thought of like, do you think they got a camera in that, those toilets with the automatic flushers, the sensor?
Oh my gosh.
Have you ever just been peeing and you just like, man, they just recording me pee right now, just straight
I pee
dick.
in the urinal. I don't
Right?
pee in
Video.
the stall.
The urinal got
Not
the
like
little
even the
electronic
toilet.
sensor joint too.
Bro, there's some bathrooms like
Yeah.
Starbucks is just like a one thing, you just got a one
Demo be
person
using them
bathroom.
BART urinals where you hit the knob to flush it and shit.
Demo
old
be
school
liking the
joints.
trough a little too much,
Man,
bro.
hey, I just don't even pee.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, bro.
Hey, but there ain't no let's see. Somebody's gotta make a sacrifice here. So let me
What do you mean?
For what?
What do you mean?
talk about
Broadcasting viewmanship.
yeah, we were just talking
But,
about some stuff here.
At the end of the
about
day, this is
privacy.
originally an audio pod, so
But-
we got you.
This was a specific thing that I wanted to bring up about privacy. That there was a city in the Bay Area, Walnut Creek, and they actually broke down at their city hall meeting that they used some sort of program to track how many people from out of town were there and stayed there. And they even were able to provide the data to say that 824 people from Pennsylvania and 196 people from Ohio visited for a tournament, for a girls' basketball tournament, and knew how many nights that they stayed and everything. So
What is this for?
this was just the city of Walnut Creek's tourism department has started using a
He's just talking
program to
about
see
the-
who comes, where they're coming from, where they go after, that kind of data, just using your cell phone data as you go to different places.
Damn, that's crazy. They're always gonna know when I'm coming.
Yeah, they know. They're locked in.
Oh, yeah.
You know
Especially if
why?
you got an Apple Watch.
It's because they heard you, bro. They heard you coming because it was like somebody wants to.
That's great. Yeah, so they had even like data like this they
Yeah, bro.
presented to say who came from where, how long did they stay.
But I don't
You know,
know how you you find this shocking, bro. We all got trackers with us, bro. If you got an iPhone, it's a wrap.
Right. I mean, it's funny that people are like, "Oh, them Trump phones gonna be tapped and they gonna know where you at." Like,
Yeah.
bro, what do you mean? You already got
They
there.
already know
It's like,
what you're talking about.
I know.
You know?
You can't escape anything from this place at this point. You're
Hell
plugged
no.
in.
You
We
gotta
all in
be
the
totally
matrix.
off the grid to have a chance.
No,
Yeah.
exactly.
Like no tech, no nothing.
Man.
Nothing, bro. And they even know exactly when you turn off your phone and go off grid, and then all of a sudden, oh,
Mhm.
it pop back up. Like, oh shit, you know
Yeah,
what I mean?
bruh.
Shit's crazy.
Yeah.
You think that's
Yeah,
air
bro.
you're breathing now?
Nah, I mean, it's just we're just uncontrollable. We're like willingly, you know.
Yeah, you got to make the most of your simulation. Like my Sims character goes crazy. I know the guy controlling me really likes his time.
All right. So
Oh,
who
man.
put this about the baby names?
Bro, it's perfect for people for the Gen Z universe, bro, because
Yeah,
a lot of people are in this age bracket of
yeah
just
genitals be fucking
baby life. Yeah. And some of our genitals got children, bro. You know?
bro. There's
And some of these
genitals
should
that have
children.
started listening to this pod that didn't have kids and then now have kids as they still listen to the pod. Like Saw Jimmy, you know,
You
what I'm
know,
saying?
Yeah.
that's
A
real.
bunch of our homies.
Yeah.
Hold on, but these
John?
names have been banned, bro.
Yeah,
like,
so
you
I
can't
guess
name
there
your
are
kid this?
11 names that you can't name your child in the United States. And they
Let's hear 'em.
include, let's see, King, Queen,
What?
Jesus Christ. I don't know what that is.
The
Is it
third.
the third.
Just
Three.
straight up. Santa Claus, Majesty, Adolf Hitler, Nutella, Messiah, the at symbol, and 1069.
1069.
Somebody
Bro, so,
was wild in trying to name their child 1069. That's insane.
Fucking
T.I.'s son
Elon
is
Musk
like
shit.
royalty then.
Man,
He's the last
Yeah,
king.
there's a lot of kings.
they
I
might
think
they
grandfathered
they
it.
might call them king or something.
Like
Nah,
Messiah too.
Tiger's son's name's King.
Is it
Yeah.
really king?
Why Nutella though? Like
I think
Huh?
somebody just didn't like Nutella. Like, I'm not mad
don't-
at it. I'm like, yeah,
we don't see like Nesquik on there. Like Nutella is very random.
it is. Santa Claus. I feel like, you know,
This list is
some sort
random.
of black people would have tried to name their child Majesty and been upset that one name was illegal. I could see that one coming up. And I
got
know that
Kanye's
there's
boy,
some, difficult conversations that these doctors are having to have.
What's wrong with
So-
the third though?
Yeah.
Just to start off with,
Like,
third.
does that mean you can't put the third? You can't be a third at all? You know what I'm saying?
No,
or
you can. But
like
you can't have it as a
that. It can't
lead
just
off.
be just that the third.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you just can't be
But-
third.
So it does
Third
say
bill.
laws vary by state. So these might just pertain to certain states.
So what about with like the Adolf Hitler? Can you still use Adolf?
Yeah,
Like
that's a name,
like
bro. Like
Young Dolph.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
But
That's crazy. Hey, his parents was tripping. Like,
That's-
what made them want
That's
to
his
name
name,
their
bro.
kid
His
Adolf?
name's
Like,
Adolf.
I know.
That's
No, that's what I'm
That's
saying.
hard.
Like after, because he came after. That's not hard. That's weird. That's that Kanye
That's
shit.
not hard.
Yeah.
That's why he changed
Like,
it
he
to.
chose-
Dolph.
Hey, you know
were-
Dave. You know Dave Bluntz wrote that song that you like, Demo, from Kanye, the HH.
Yeah, makes sense.
Really, that makes
It,
total
it
sense.
literally
It's
sounds
just
like
crazy.
it's the Dave Blunt's cadence. You know?
Yeah, he wrote that shit. I seen his interview with Bradley Martin. I guess he like locked in with Kanye for like 2-3 months.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, 'cause no
definitely
one else
a
would be
Dave
fucking with
Blunt's
Kanye right now.
whole written song. That's what his songs sound like. He be saying the N word with hard R's on it and just saying goofy stuff like that. But anyways,
Yeah,
so
he really wrote that album. It's crazy.
now one other thing that I wanted to bring up here. You remember that Whip Nene dude? I don't know. I guess
Yes.
we can
Oh, yeah,
play
I heard
this
about this.
a little bit if we're talking
Nah, don't
over
play
it.
You don't
know?
gotta play it. Yeah,
But
you don't gotta
you
play
remember
it,
the
bro, 'cause
song.
You know what he did.
Ooh,
but
watch me.
Just sing it.
Salento. Now watch me whip. Now watch me nay nay. Now watch me whip.
Remember that white teacher
whip,
tried to
watch
had her
me
kids
nay-nay.
singing that
the little
in
chorus?
orchestra
Yeah.
like fashion?
Yeah, that was crazy.
Now watch me, Superman. Watch me go.
That's so out of
This shit
pocket.
was
bro.
viral, though.
Watch me. Ooh, watch me. Watch me. Ooh, watch
Then they
me,
made it a
watch
little
me.
chord. That was funny. But yeah, this dude, I guess he killed his cousin.
Damn.
Man.
Damn.
So he pled guilty but mentally ill, and they gave him 30 years. So he's not even gonna have a one-hit wonder tour. He might get an unsung episode or something. But I don't know that he had long enough a career for people to even remember him later.
Man, yeah, well, no shout outs to him then.
Yeah, this dude did murder, so not shout out to him.
Yeah.
But
that's crazy, man.
Yeah. So
speaking about that.
What are you gonna talk about? Go ahead.
No, I had to just go dive into it. We can circle back on music later, but apparently, people may know about this already, but I heard about the Glock Dookie. Okay, and we need to talk about the Glock Dookie.
So I got a little clip that'll explain it. It was Danny Brown explaining it to Tom Segura.
I mean, if you've been listening, we talked about this before.
A Glock Dookie?
Yeah, I think someone mentioned it, but I didn't think they.
No, because Demo, he was like a grim. He was like, not the Glock Dookie.
No, I don't recall. I just learned about
the Glock Dookie.
But here, take a listen to the description.
Sure.
Oh
yeah.
Yeah, look even the date of this post.
Man.
A Glock Dookie, you take a water bottle.
I actually can't hear it.
November 23rd, 2024.
Oh, what the hell? He said. We can't hear it. It's probably better that way.
Yeah.
Man. So.
Oh.
Wow.
What is wrong with this
Fighting.
guy? So to sum it up, he puts his own bodily fluids in a water bottle and then packs like beef in there. Is that what I read?
Man, so
he said they pack whatever.
Demo, Yuri watches hella. Just explain it.
Yeah. So they take a bottle filled with poo poo and pee pee and all kinds of other horrible things.
Don't forget semen.
Stuff that's gonna go bad
jizz,
and stuff that's gonna just be disgusting.
Slip it on semen.
Let it charge up for a week. And then they, take that bottle and squirt it in their enemy's face or the guards or something like that, man. And just
like the Gatorade Propel bottle, one of them joints.
Yeah, like that's the most diabolical thing I think you could really do outside of like straight violence to somebody, like outside of stabbing somebody or whatever. Like you hit them with the Glock Dookie, that's crazy.
Nah, but if you hit someone with a Glock Dookie, you got to be real with it and ready to die too.
Yeah,
I mean?
for
Like,
sure.
you're not just using
Just
that,
fighting
bro.
words, bro.
It's prison shit. That's prison shit. You always got to be ready to die in there.
Yeah, but especially with the Glock Dookie's automatic, bro. Like it's like there's no other option.
I don't play with no poop, bro.
Yeah, but what's the get back? You got to shank them.
You're not about to put
That's what
no
I'm saying.
poop
Like if you're gonna do that
bro.
to someone, there's 0% chance that you're not gonna get shanked or
well,
killed.
we were in college and this dude.
Oh yes.
We were at a party and he was just giving me a hard time, man. Like I was just trying to chill and this dude was just bothering me. He just bothered me all night. And everybody's seen it. And like to the point where I almost had to like beat him up in the party. I told him, I'm like, bro, like leave me alone. I don't want to do this. Like, what's the problem? Why are you doing this? But anyways,
I remember this.
So I got ready to leave the party real late and I went out and this dude had took a dump on my windshield, bruh. Like there was a turd going across my windshield, like the
long one.
Yeah, like not down. You would expect for it to go down because of gravity, but this one was laid across.
That's
like
crazy.
right in the middle of it, and I saw it, and I literally like I just was like, I can't believe it. I can't believe it. And all of a sudden, this dude, like, I don't know where he was coming from, but he ran up the street from somewhere. It's like 2:00 in the morning. It's got to be. And
did you ever see him again?
Oh, man, this story is not done, bro. So I told him, I said, hey, man, like, I'm going to come by tomorrow and you're going to clean the car. And I want for you to be sober so that I can beat you up for this. And he was just trying to apologize. I'm like, dude, leave me alone. I ended up like having to slap him because this guy just wouldn't get out of my face. So it's the next morning and I'm like, I got to go to his house and go get him. So I went over there and I'm looking for him. I'm like, hey man, like what you did last night is just something that's completely calm. I'm like, the only reasonable thing you could have thought was going to happen is we were going to have to fight about this. So, like, we gotta go fight. Like, we got to go in the backyard and we have to fight. And this dude was just like scared. People were like begging me not to do it. I'm like, bro, like, he put a poop on my car, man.
Yeah. At least he got a chance to fight back. Right?
No.
It's not like you just.
He didn't do shit.
yeah.
I had it on
At
film.
the start of it, I mean, you
He's
both
had
start
to
standing.
I recorded it, and he just sat there and kept apologizing, and he's like, no, like, then he slapped the fuck out of him, bro.
Oh, he slapped himself.
I ain't never seen somebody get
Power
hit
slap.
that hard.
Right, it
with
was
an open palm.
dang near power
It
slap
didn't sound
quality.
like a slap, bro. That's how hard it was. It was like more like a, I don't even know, like a basketball hitting the gym floor.
I didn't punch him. I did not punch that gentleman, but like, he had to learn a lesson. Like, I don't care how drunk you are,
hell
like,
yeah.
you put a dookie
Oh, of
on my
course.
car, bro, like a whole turd. Like, you have to. The only provocation after that is like, you must want to fight me, I guess.
Well, like, unless he would have cashed you out. After,
No,
like,
I
then
made him
would
wash
be
my
like,
car
alright.
first,
Yeah,
and
then
then
you
I was
got
like,
the
okay,
dog.
now
That's what you
we
gotta
got to fight, man.
Stand on business.
Yeah, like, really, I don't do that, man.
Nah, that's good for you, Demo.
There was a lot of
That's-
people
that's
watching
crazy.
that shit too, so he was pretty.
Nah, that's good.
embarrassed.
You
So what
gotta-
happened when you like linked up with him at a party again?
It was
or, like,
whatever,
ran each
bro.
other at
I didn't
parties?
even want to. I
Done
didn't
with.
even want to fight him. It's not like I disliked the guy or anything. Like, it
So,
was
but
just
did he
like,
ever get
hey,
faded
you know
again
what? You
revenge?
crossed the line, and because of that, I have
There's
to
consequences.
fight you. You know, I'm
That's
sorry,
crazy.
but that's what you deserve.
That's hilarious that he took your shit on your car.
it was kind of crazy. It was insane.
though.
That is like, holy
Man.
shit.
How do you even do that? That's like, even if you tried to do
I don't
that,
know
it's
how
hard.
it went across, bro. He had to like take the dookie somewhere else and put it on there, but it was a turd.
Ugh.
I think he stood on the hood and just
He
a Super
would have
Saiyan,
had
you
to
know?
like shimmy over to the side while he was doing it, you know, a real shimmy
crazy,
over
bro.
to the side. That's foul.
That's fucking hilarious, bro.
Oh man.
That's how,
So,
bro. But yeah,
something that Saw
like how his
Jimmy
race off
would
that
love
action.
to have talked about. One of his favorite things as a
You sure about
liberal communist is this random billionaire dude straight up died during a polo match. A polo, if you don't know, is you get on a horse and you're like hitting the ball with the stick, right?
Isn't it the shirt?
So this is
Damn.
kind of the fit. That's what a polo shirt comes from.
Final
you know,
Destination
the little
shit.
collared shirt, short sleeve is a polo shirt. It's from the game of polo that rich people play because you got to have a horse
He was
that
a-
you're good at. And you
Was he
hit the
allergic
stick.
to bees?
I don't even believe that he was allergic to bees, but yeah, he was playing, and a bee just straight up went in his throat because he swallowed it, and it just stung him like in his, in his windpipe. It swole up, and he went into,
way.
he got sick
Damn.
and died immediately right there on the polo field from swallowing a bee. Man,
That's fucking. That's
crazy.
that 100
It's
ways
very
to
sad,
die,
you
bro.
know?
That's crazy.
like
Hey,
bro
but
was
we-
just he was
we-
just
we-
having fun.
We were
That's crazy.
we were warned about this though. Feel me? This is what Wu-Tang was talking about. Wu-Tang Killer Beast, son. You know what I'm saying?
Yo.
But damn, bro, it looks like the AI's got him after reporting on a Indian British man.
Yeah, the bee was
Artificial.
mechanical. Update.
Yeah.
That's why they clapped him out of here.
Man,
He knows too
Anyways.
much.
But yeah, man. Is that what else is going on that's crazy in the world? Is that it or
I mean,
nah, man. What else y'all got? We got adult Capri Suns. Y'all be seeing giant Capri Suns. They're releasing that.
is that like the giant one? Like those like 12 feet? I mean like foot or something like that?
Yeah,
Nah,
it's like
but it's like
18 inches or 16 inches of
Hey,
Capri
yo.
Sun.
God damn.
There's like a liter and a half
That's pretty dope.
of Capri Sun,
Yeah.
straight up.
Just pull up
Somebody
to the
wanna-
function with that. Hey, I got
Nah.
the- even though Capri Sun, it don't taste the same no more because they got rid of like a lot of the sugar, so it's like it be tasting.
If you
like
need
watered
that,
down.
if you need 18 inches, I'm judging.
hey, yo,
I'm judging you.
I probably Capri
Hey,
Sun's
if you need
definitely ain't
18
gonna be the
inches of
same.
anything.
These,
So they're out here selling them. Walmart's got them. Well,
150?
currently they're out of
Jeez.
stock, but yeah, you see the long boy, extra long straw included.
Frozen
and it's 64 ounces of fruit punch.
That's crazy, bro.
I don't know about these RFK Capri Suns. You know what I'm saying?
RFK is not liking that red.
Damn, Capri
For
Sun in
sure.
the plastic too. I mean, the plastic bottle is crazy to see too.
That's heat. I might drink too much of that.
That's
Hey,
smacks.
do they have a patent on their their whole design? Because I noticed like other companies could easily make pouch shit, right? But there's other brands of pouch juices and stuff.
Do you patent packaging though?
I don't know if you can, and maybe you can.
Nah, I don't think so.
Yeah, I imagine that they have some sort
'Cause-
of
'cause
trademark
look at
on
weed,
that little
look-
pouch.
Look at
But the
weed,
Kool-Aid got it too, unless they own it's all owned by
bags.
the same company.
Yeah, their container.
Yeah,
It's
I
gotta
don't
be
think you
some
can
sort of
patent the shape.
proprietary.
I was
But-
on those. You know, we had the little more triangular ones, a little wider, that you would stomp on, and it would make that loud explosion noise after you blow it up and jump and
Oh,
stomp
that's
on
like
it. Did y'all do that?
the
You're
high
talking about
C,
them-
that's the high
them
C,
little-
right?
White paper packages.
No,
High
I'm talking
Cs.
about the regular Capri Suns. We did this with Capri Suns more, even high C's too, but mostly Capri Suns, where you finish
Oh,
it,
you blow it up,
blow it
and
up,
then you
drop it on the
jump on
ground,
it.
and then give it your best stomp. Depending on your landing of the package, if you hit it on the right spot, it makes a real loud like explosion noise, loud as
Man,
fuck.
you know what? You were a bad kid.
Yeah, I was just about to say, just a menace.
I'm like, bro,
Just a
what
menace
do you, like,
kid, bro.
Hey, if you could blow it up and pop it.
I
Like,
didn't
bro,
go to
what
private school like you,
are
bro.
you
I was
talking
really,
about, man?
I was really out here. You,
That's
Hey, the
insane.
private
You
school
was
motherfuckers was
inside.
doing like crazier shit though. They was
Yeah,
doing
it
like
was-
hard drugs at like
it was
13.
different kind of.
Well,
wild,
yeah, when you
man.
get to high school in private school, bro, it's different from. It's like
they have more to unleash when they get
yeah,
that
they have more resources.
freedom is more
Yeah.
like
You know, and more freedom. Parents always out from whatever vacation and or work.
it hit a little harder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, my
Yeah,
my
man.
school is notoriously sober.
Damn,
you
it's
know,
like that.
Not mine. Right?
It's
That's
lit.
the. It was lit.
We was getting
I had
faded in
the-
the parking lot.
Them
This
white
was
boys made me
fun
feel like I
time.
was
Thizzles in the
not
morning.
cool.
Popped a thizzle for breakfast, bro. Like what the hell?
What the hell?
Yeah, I was like in like senior year. I was just like, it hit me like second, third period. I just like stretched. I was like, oh, I feel hella good. Crazy.
That boy was at school.
Living out.
Yeah.
Liking that.
That shit was crazy because then it would end like when you get off school and then you're just at the house like fuck. Crazy shit. Dumbass little kids.
That's loaded for no reason.
For no reason.
Lunchtime
Man.
was probably smacking that day. You know, we used to just go to the cars and slap while we ate.
Man, we get in trouble for going too dumb.
For real. Them was the days.
Man, that's crazy. Oh, I don't even want to say, but yeah, I don't want to age myself right now, but yup.
So we used to put the cassettes in, and we
Nah,
were just
hell
playing the
no.
tapes.
Nah, ain't that-
These are
The
the
age-
tails. Freaky.
We had
tails.
mixed CDs, you know.
Nah, yeah, that's what was
CDs,
making,
bro.
motherfuckers
iPods
making
made
money
it
off
come
mixed
up.
CDs back then. Even iPods, like, hey, I got a new iPod, hook it up. All right, give me some shit, give me some money. or
Oh,
whatever.
you got the
CDs was the shit,
iPod
bro.
Touch, bruh. Sheesh.
That was like at the end.
Yeah, it was about like them little nano
Man,
joints.
iPods used to go crazy, bro.
Oh,
Hey,
yeah.
did you like CDs or tapes?
What the fuck?
To the fuck?
CDs were
I'm
after
way
tapes,
too young
though.
for tapes. I'm CDs.
The fuck you mean tapes, bro?
That was one of those like it was old setup.
I
where you'd be
remember
like,
buying
CDs
tapes, though,
nuts,
like-
you know.
Oh,
Oh,
we missed
But,
that one, you know? So you can't make all the volumes, all right? You missed some.
nah, but yeah,
Yeah.
it's crazy, bro. Yeah, what we talking about CDs?
Hey,
When are they gonna be like
CD.
worth money again or some shit? That's crazy.
Never, bro.
Why?
I don't
What
think
CDs
they'll
you got to
find
sell?
them.
Never.
At my stores, I got hella CDs.
Yeah.
You
Damn.
could break them.
CDs, DVDs.
That
I
sucks.
gotta see where my mom kept them.
What's
She still got my
what's the
Cisco.
most random CD that like I'm sure you go like to people's house or like family and stuff. Like, what's the most random CD you be seeing? Like, yo, why did they get this?
Fucking getting jiggy with it, Will Smith or something. Just that album is just that cover's hella iconic. He's just in the white light. You know what I'm saying?
The Rush Hour soundtrack.
The Rush Hour
Soundtrack.
soundtrack. That's real.
Yeah.
That's hella funny.
Man, I was at somebody's parents' house
get
and
no
I
fuck,
seen
dude.
a copy of the Great Gatsby soundtrack. I was like, why did they have this in the first place? Let alone
The
steal.
new one or the old ass one? Like the original.
I don't know about
would
no
hope the
original.
old one.
Oh, okay.
The old one was in black and white. What?
That's what I mean. It's just like some like little birds.
No,
chirping
this
in the
was
back
like
on
the
beat.
Leo DiCaprio version.
Well, because
Yeah.
that one had like they try to hook it up. I know they had like hella artists on there. I know Jay-Z. I think Jay-Z was like had his hand in that because he's on a few weird ass songs on there.
I don't see
Man.
CDs anymore at all, really.
Yeah, hell no.
I mean, look at cars. Cars don't even come with a CD player no more,
I
right?
think DVDs we're more likely to run into, which are damn near just as foreign at this point.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
So
Who still got DVDs, bro?
The loose,
I got some
loose
really
tie
good
bow
ones.
or something.
I got some really
Bro, I
good
got
ones
hella
over
in
there.
storage too, bro. I got
Yeah.
some classics. That back then it's like you wanted the collection, then they played us and dropped the Blu-ray bullshit. It's like, God, man, I gotta pay some more money for this shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
bro.
They realize that when everything's digital, they don't need to have as big of houses for people. Now that's why.
Yeah,
everyone
now
lives
it's
in
just
small
digital
places.
most of the time, which
Yep.
sucks because like that used to be my favorite section back in the day at like Best Buy or some shit. Go to the CD, DVD
Facts.
section.
You go to like Rasputin,
Fries used to go crazy, bro.
Fry, Circus City. That was my shit. Man, damn.
Hey,
Yornos
porno?
were changed. Yeah, I was about to say it changed the game for Yorno. What is this DVD?
getting
bro?
high in the bar.
Getting high in the
Oh
barrio.
hell nah.
That's
What is that?
hilarious.
That's like Mexican Friday.
It is
Yes.
like it is exactly Mexican Friday. It's the same exact plot of Friday.
Well, they got their
down
point
to a
across
crackhead
then.
saying you got knocked out.
See, that's how it's getting now with like games and shit, where it's just like you just want the digital. You don't even go buy the hard copy.
Man.
Yeah.
Then if they ever
I
cut that
remember-
off, you gonna need something hard. Pause.
But hey, yo,
Yeah. I remember I
hard.
had to go bring the fucking cassettes, and you go to those stores and you exchange like the series. My mom used to watch you know how people watch Korean dramas and shit now, right?
Mhm.
My mama used to watch like her Chinese dubbed in Vietnamese drama
Hey.
movies and stuff, but it's series, and so it's like 20 episodes. You got to get like fucking 20 VHSs, and then you go watch those, and then you go exchange them at the store for the next set of series or a
That's
new
crazy.
series.
Suncoast
it's
was the
crazy.
best place for that. I feel
Unco's
like.
video. Yeah, I remember you could rent like video game stations. I remember I rented a Sega Saturn or the Sega CD one time. That shit was lit.
Yeah, bro. Those
They
were
had
the
this
days.
wrestling game on there.
Blockbuster,
Oh,
GURP and shit, switching them out with your old shit.
Yeah, later
Yeah.
on, like when my games, like I remember when I got that Red Ring of Death shit. You know how it would like scratch your game. and
Yeah,
just kill
that's
it?
how you get a new one. You go to
I
Blockbuster.
go to Hollywood Video, Blockbuster, and
Yeah.
switch that shit out.
Damn,
That's
that's funny.
insane.
Same game.
And
See,
then-
I used to be slick. It'd be like MLB 99, and I'm trading it in for MLB 2000,
Damn, this boy, he was thinking ahead. I was just trying to replace my shit.
The employees there don't give a fuck about that.
And then remember they started putting the stickers on it when it was like Redbox and shit like that.
Hey. Yeah, they had the same premise though. Netflix started like that, remember? You get the
Well,
DVDs and then
that
you
was
trade it back.
Netflix, right?
Yeah, that's how it started. That's how I got on Netflix at first. I was
Same.
like-
They would mail you the DVD and
Yeah.
you gotta mail it back. That shit's such a
Exactly.
hassle if you think about it now. It's like,
but at the
fuck, I
time it
gotta
was so
mail this shit?
innovative.
Nah, for sure.
Yeah, because it was cheap. It was like
'Cause it
$10
was like
bucks
you
a
didn't
month
have to
or
you
whatever.
didn't have to go to the store. Like it was already embedding the thoughts of just staying your ass at home and not like having to go
Mhm.
rent and go to the movies.
Get
And
through
shit.
3 movies. I think through that I started hating movies, and then I worked at a movie theater, so then I
Hey.
started hating movies.
Y'all been
Yeah.
watching any new joints, movies,
New
shows?
shit.
What I watched lately.
We didn't
Man.
talk about Tyler Perry. Should we spare him?
So
Yeah, let's talk
Yeah,
about that since
yeah,
we're talking about
let's just
BET
keep-
because
we
I
can
watched the
come back
BET
to that.
Awards.
Oh yeah,
so
hey,
we'll
we
talk
should
about
we
BET.
should touch on that. BET
and Tyler
Awards
Perry.
was pretty dope. I liked it. They brought it back. They tried to make it a little prestigious again. You know, what
way
I'm
better
saying?
this year.
Had like you see even Kendrick was there getting his award and stuff like that. So yeah, that was pretty dope.
That's pretty dope.
Yeah, a lot of
Good
people were there
performances.
too. It looked lit. Yeah, good. Exactly. That's what I wanted to get to.
Maya
The performances
performed.
were solid.
Wow.
Very
she,
rare.
She was looking good, man.
Most rare people, they just had their one song they
Well,
performed
because
mostly.
when they did that 106 in Park little rewind
Yeah,
thing,
that's
that
a
was
good one.
dope because they had all the old people, like older artists, come out there and do their thing.
Jamie Foxx got the honorary.
Yeah, that was
Award.
dope.
Oh my God. And then they had Stevie Wonder, and they were roasting Stevie Wonder. What's up with that? Who let that happen, bro? They had Stevie Wonder talking about him being blind and shit and can't see shit. And then it was Kevin Hart. They had Kevin Hart interact with like Stevie Wonder and shit. Like, come on, bro.
Yeah, they had Jamie Foxx was clowning,
Yeah.
and they had Kevin Hart was over here making fun of Kirk Franklin, the gospel
Oh,
artist.
he wasn't feeling that at all. Kirk Franklin was not
No.
feeling that.
No,
Oh, so
well, he
he's
said
old
he
head.
was shaking his wiener for Christ.
Yeah, dude was not feeling it at all.
He was like, you can't be, that's too much. You need to calm down.
That
Right,
shit's
it's
so
gotta-
funny.
That's funny, but yeah, it was
It was not
BET,
good. Shout outs to BET.
Shouts out the BET Awards. But yeah, what'd you watch that was new or interesting? Did you? Oh, none of you watched Straw?
No,
My girl been trying
Straw.
to get me to watch that, and I just been like, no.
I ain't watching that shit.
Yeah, so
I
I
don't
watched
really rock
it.
with
It was
Tyler
like
Perry. I just don't.
Yeah, it was a little. It was like a thriller. It wasn't like a Tyler Perry movie, like the girl. Now she's a single mother, and then she finds a man, and she don't want him at first, and then the baby daddy comes to beat her, and blah blah. Blah, like the Tyler Perry cutout. But this was like a different kind of like a psychological kind of like what's going on thing. Like it ends up being like there's some killing. It was chill. It was
I finally
decent
watched
movie.
Sinners.
Oh yeah, what'd you think?
Finally.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I liked
Yeah,
it.
Sinners.
That singing shit
Sinners
was
was
kind of
cool.
annoying.
Yeah, it was different. Didn't it feel like a play?
It's funny. I was watching that shit with my pops, and then like every time they started singing, he would just like looked at each other. And he's like, "What the fuck is that?"
I kind of was doing that too, but like,
That shit hella
I was
funny.
trying to see it for the art. But yeah, like that, yeah, it was cool. But I appreciate the uniqueness of that. But yeah, I do think it was a little overbuzzed.
Nah, it was good though. I fucked with it.
It was good. You know what I'm saying? Different.
As far as vampire movies go,
Yeah,
if
that
you
was
think
another
about
thing
it
that was
in that,
trippy. That
like
was
just
funny
as a
too.
vampire
Who
movie.
said that shit was better
you
than
know?
Black Panther? Stop it.
Yeah, what the fuck? No, it's funny.
That's
That's
kinda
too.
zooted.
Another thing when I was watching my pops, like he's like, what the fuck? These motherfuckers are vampires. Like he was just like, where the fuck that come from?
It was
getting
kind of
down.
random. I didn't know what the
Shit.
ghoul was until like in the theater, and I was like, what is going
They
on?
some
All of a sudden,
groovy
they
ass
started biting
vampires.
fools.
Everybody's a
He was
musician.
like- that shit was
Yeah.
hilarious.
There was a
bro.
lot of songs in there, huh?
It was a musical.
It was.
Low key.
it was mad songs.
That's
I don't know
why when
how
I
feel
like-
about musicals.
I remember when saw Jimmy was talking about the Irish shit. Like I was like, what the fuck is he talking about? And then I watched it. I was like, oh no wonder, because all this shit was like Irish shit singing.
Out of nowhere,
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. And they would exit stage left and shit, like for scenes. I'm like, wait, why is the vampire leaving?
So
What's her name was a trip in there though? That Haley Stein, she was a little freak.
yeah, she was nasty.
Josh
Um,
Allen's wife.
They I watched on Friday the 13th. I went to the theater and watched Friday the 13th.
Hey,
The very first one, the original. And that was, they say don't go back and watch the stencils for all these other movies cuz it just seems corny.
Yeah, that's how I felt about
It wasn't
Star
corny
Wars.
when they first did it, but like you watch it now and you're like, bro, he just murdering, bro. Like, why are they doing that? Like, why would they go in there? But it's the first time, they're just showing that for the first time,
I
He was
agree with
really
that. That's why the first
murking.
Star Wars sucks now. You watch it, it's like, damn, this shit look bad.
no, yeah. So I hate when like the artsy ass actors like when they ask him, "Oh, what's your favorite movie?" and they're like, "Oh, The Sound of Music." And shit like that. I'm like, man, I ain't nobody watching that bullshit. My favorite movie? Hell no. Like, what the hell?
Yeah, they're overacting like crazy.
Hello, farewell, Avita Saint Adieu.
But that's
Talk
the
to me
that's the
about
Sega
this.
Genesis trick, right? We talked about this. Like when you get the emulator for Super Nintendo or Sega, and you're like, "Oh yeah, nostalgia," and then you play
Yeah,
that
it's like
weak
5-10
ass shit
minutes. It's like,
in
oh, yeah, fuck this
2025.
shit.
Yeah.
This 2D pixelated bullshit, bro.
You're just like, fuck
Go play
this.
GoldenEye
Hey.
and tell me if you want to do more than one level with those controls.
Hey, that's like still like jacking off to magazines or memories. You feel me?
It's unnecessary. He said memory.
Hey, yo, what?
Corny. He's just thinking about
You
stuff.
get a memory
you know?
like fuck. I don't know why I grabbed the TV.
Oh, then you
I got a
watched the
photographic memory.
what do they call them? The retro joints, vintage. You watch the
hairy-
vintage, and it's just like whack, and you're like, oh,
It's just straight boosh.
it's kind of gross.
Man, for real.
Nostalgic.
Bustin' makes me feel good.
That's
Like,
crazy,
bro, you were 11 years old, and that shit really hit your dopamine different.
It's what you needed, bro. Right
Yeah.
there.
What's going on?
Super
I
tan.
don't know if that's gonna trigger the same emotion out of you 30 years later, man.
Watching
Fuck.
a movie, you
Oh
just
my
you
God.
pause it from the TV,
These
like,
people dead now.
damn.
Oh my gosh.
Boston makes me feel good.
The one that always gets me is like that meme that always goes around is like ghost watching you or some shit. Like, damn, this nigga just always jacking off. What's going on over here?
Bruh.
I'm weak.
Man, my poor bobbleheads.
Man.
If they come by like Toy Story at night, like this motherfucker.
They come alive and then
Kevin Durant's
Like,
arm's
wow.
broken. Yeah.
oh no.
That's hilarious.
I did watch another movie. It's called Dangerous Animals. I watched it at the theater. It was about like this serial killer dude, and he's killing people with sharks.
You don't really be in the movies.
Obsessed with sharks.
He just be
so he
digesting
was just-
content.
Yeah, well, I'm
Bro,
trying
I
to see
haven't been
what's
to the
going on.
movies.
I don't
haven't
be
been in-
watching shows like that. I'll be trying to watch
You're
movies.
I haven't been
out.
in the theater since September.
Man, I'll be trying to get there, man. I haven't been able to get
No,
there
I feel
recently.
it.
I've been working too much, but it's
But
fun.
I'm just saying, I'm
Can't nobody
slacking.
talk to you. You got an excuse.
Hey, but this
You know?
this month we got heavy
Wow.
hitters coming out, man.
That sounded personal.
You know what I mean? We got some heavy hitters coming out this month with Superman, Fantastic Four,
Man, why do all the Superman trailers look so freaking corny, man?
Jurassic
Superman,
Park.
there's a Superman movie?
Yeah, and it's directed by James Gunn, the dude who did all the Galaxies of the Guardian and Peacemaker.
Hopefully the movie's a little more serious than it's portraying to be by the ads.
Who's
'cause
Superman?
Same
Some
dude, bro.
random- No, it's not. It's not Henry Cavill no more. They got rid of him.
Oh, he looks like him.
I mean, Superman.
Yeah, he's
right?
just a Superman looking dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, yeah, but that's coming out, and I think the new Jurassic Park.
Jurassic World. Yup.
Yeah, with Scarlett Johansson, and then they got
Scarjo.
they got a movie coming out that been hyping up from Brad Pitt, that F1 shit. So, that
Oh
was-
yeah, I've been
F1
listening
movie?
to the
I was like,
soundtrack
damn,
from
what the
that. There's a lot of Euro zesty music on there.
Did you guys ever watch that one on Netflix with that like
The
the
documentary?
dude that- yeah, or no, it's like a movie about like F1 about it's with the dude Hooper from Stranger Things, the white dude.
You're talking about
whatever.
Ford versus Ferrari or what?
Nah, this is like a real like F1 where it's about how they it's about the video game Gran Turismo.
Gran Turismo, that movie.
Oh,
It looked
Yeah,
I've
decent.
never seen that.
Nah, it's actually pretty good.
I didn't. Yeah. Well,
The game was cool, but
Yeah, no, but it was sick, like the way they went like to other countries and the cars and like that shit was pretty dope.
yeah.
Oh, it's overall racing Gran Turismo.
Because the story about that is like
is it?
the guy who's they hired to act it, he won it from like playing the video game or some shit like that. So it's like his first movie that they did and all kind of shit.
Interesting.
But you know, that's why this Brad Pitt movie kind of reminded me about it. It was like Gran Turismo. But yeah, peep that.
Brad Pitt got some hitters, man.
They got the song from Roddy Rich. I'm like, that's random.
That's
That like
lit.
popped up on my like new songs. I was like, the main song of F1 is
I sent you
Roddy
guys
Rich.
Sexy Red's EDM joint on there.
Oh god.
she got an EDM joint. Okay.
Yeah, it's better than
that.
any of her other music.
Whoa,
What? Nah,
you take that back. Whoa.
My booty hole.
Bow, 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 bow.
Let that coochie breathe.
Yeah, man.
What's the one that everybody just slapped?
There's a lot of out of pockets.
She came up though, like
this
this shit with Bruno Mars.
She worked with all the big artists at this point now because she's viral.
Yeah.
Justin Bieber,
You
love
heard
her.
that Snoop song with her?
She's virusy.
Which
viral.
one? Oh yeah, I think I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah.
She knows what she's doing. Just one
She's
song
out
though.
here.
She can't do an
She's getting
album. Just
money.
like
You know, Snoop probably
Little-
clapped
Ugh.
wave singles.
That would be ill.
clapping him.
Snoop.
Yeah. Hey, Snoop used to be a pimp, bro.
Yeah.
Man, that's crazy. But yeah, NBA Finals. You want to touch on that?
I mean, yeah. By the time this comes out, I think it'll be over, right? You think
Same.
OKC?
I don't think
ends
they,
it?
7 games
Halliburton's
sounds
hurt.
unrealistic at
Yeah.
this point. Halliburton's like disabled.
Yeah.
You know,
And even if he plays, he's gonna play hurt. So
Siakam can't do it
Yeah.
all. They have a good deep team, but Thunder are just deeper. I don't know, man. I think this is how it should go. I didn't want to see a pissed off Thunder team in the offseason with all that asset to work with.
Yeah, they're going to be good for years to come.
They could go get Giannis or something if they really wanted. They're so rich in draft picks and they have a deep team.
Yeah.
They're going to be here to stay for a decade at least.
Depends on if they lost now. I mean, yeah, you're right. They're going to win.
Too many assets. They have the best roster and the best future. How is that possible?
Yeah. Well, I mean, this is kind of like depends if somebody wants to go rogue and dip out, like how Harden did when they had Westbrook and KD. But if they get it this year, I mean, none of that matters because at least
these young men aren't doing that if they win a championship.
These guys love each other, man. If you watch their post team,
that's just annoying.
Like they're all like, it's very chemistry. It's like a AAU team vibe that they have, you know.
No, that's how I know I'm different generations. I'm like, this shit's lame.
You know, this is kind of similar to how the Warriors got together, like kind of organically.
Look at them, they friends.
They built it out, bro, and like a lot of these guys just were drafted and they stepped up to the plate. Like look at Jalen Williams and then the other Jalen Williams too, but the one that is the darker brother, not the Asian guy.
Yeah, I'd argue it's a lot different though, because you know their guy is SGA at the end of the day, and you know they traded for him. So it's like built a little
but the chemistry they have, everyone else, they either drafted and then did not expect them to be as good as they actually are. And they're all overperforming, you know? So, like, I didn't think Jalen Williams was, like, to that level. He's dropping 30, 40-pointer games consistently, and he's, like, the go-to guy when SGA can't do shit.
Their first pick from, like, 2 years ago was, like, the third or fourth option, right? Chet.
Yeah. I mean, he's just
not even the main guy at all.
He's just a player at this point doing his role. As good as he is.
He's doing it well, though, for sure.
Mm-hmm. Whereas he could be like the big three or a big two in somewhere else.
He's kind of like Porzingis when he was with the Celtics actually playing, you know.
Yep, and even shoots even better.
Yeah.
Yeah,
scary Thunder, bro. They may dominate the NBA. We'll see what happens. It's going to be a wild offseason either way.
Yeah, everyone ends up wanting money, and then they leave for money. It eventually happens.
Yeah, or they make a Kyrie decision, and
at least they're gonna win this year, though. So at least they, you know, like I said, the mission accomplished.
Yeah, and then they got first rounds for real.
Kyrie should have never left Cleveland. That changed everything. They could have did more, you know.
Nah, yeah. I mean, shots out like, you know, he got hurt when we played them.
That's another thing.
Easy dub, you know,
injuries.
Because he was cooking Steph, though. I mean, the way they won, right, when they came back 3-1, he was going crazy on Steph. It was like, oh, fuck.
Yeah. That's crazy. Expecting Steph to play defense on Kyrie.
For a minute, Steph was, like, locking shit up when they first got under Mark Jackson, right? That was, like, the best defensive team. That's what was like, oh, shit, you know, Warriors out here with the best defense and shit. So that's what, like, they're all doing it.
Well, the team was good. I'm just talking about Steph one-on-one against Kyrie is not a good formula for him on defense.
I don't think anyone one-on-one versus
not anyone, but especially not Steph. Well, especially not Steph.
That's how you hit that game winner on him.
But yeah, the NBA is about to be over. NHL's over. Florida Panthers, got to mention it. We don't talk about hockey, but it's back-to-back repeat champs.
That's crazy.
Man. What were you saying, D-Mo?
Oh, I was just going to say, a Canadian team. I saw a stat earlier today. A Canadian team hasn't won the Stanley Cup for like 30-some years.
That's crazy. And it was a rematch
one
this
sport
year,
where
too.
America took over. It was crazy. It was lit.
Well, the players are still Canadian, though. It's just the team is not from
no parades.
Florida.
Sorry, Drake.
Watch out for Canada in the Olympics. Fuck, like hoops.
Nah, Drake's never going to get a fucking NHL championship in Toronto, the Leafs. Nah, this Edmonton.
That's like the Sharks, bro. Like when they even playoffs.
Are him and the Blue Jays still even cool anymore after what just transpired out there? Because they allowed Kung Fu Kenny to perform 2 nights.
Oh
in a row
we didn't
there.
talk about that.
No, I don't think he's gonna just say. I don't even think he really likes baseball. He's just just pretending.
Yeah, he'll be at whatever in Canada wins. You know.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's hilarious though. Shout out Kendrick.
Yeah, tour's still going.
Took
strong.
over the six God Kendrick.
Hey, speaking about that, what about that some mayor or some Indian dude that
he's a politician or something?
Yeah, he was there.
Former politician.
Yeah.
And then Drake called him a goof. And dude actually apologized and made like a public. So I was like, bro, why did you make a public?
He was like, my bad. I was there for SZA.
Yeah, and then
you're right.
Then they dropped another video where Kendrick was doing peekaboo, and he was like, they seen him in the corner. He was like dancing and shit.
Oh no.
Oh man. But yeah,
Why,
I don't
why
even know
Drake
why that
post
dude even
that though?
apologized.
Like, what do you, what do you need
He
this
was
cloud
hot.
for, bro?
I mean,
He was trying
they
to
kind
just
of
fuck that dude up publicly.
some
like
parts
a Toronto
of
City leader, you know.
no, yeah, some parts of the Six are like turning on him right now. Like you seen,
So what?
they got the Metallica or the Fred Durst had a concert out there, and he's like Drake's in the back, and the whole crowd's like boo.
Damn.
Oh, the Fred Durst concert. I don't think the
He was
Fred
at
Durst
Limp
fans are
Bizkit.
Drake fans.
Well, no, because remember Drake just posted he was at some like white chick show where he's like, "Oh my goat" or
Yeah.
some shit.
Avril
Yeah,
Lavigne?
it's his goat. He fucks with white people for sure.
Well,
I'm
he's
just
half
saying. I'm saying some white people might not, Canadian white people or Fred
Yeah.
Durst fans.
Fubu was never in his collection.
Nah, but
Oh,
yeah,
man.
man. Fucking any
That
more?
new,
Oh yeah, we got some.
I was gonna say that new Clips song that dropped with
Oh,
the Pharrell beat is crazy, bro.
that shit slap.
And Malice is back with a vengeance. He really
Yeah.
like. I was worried, but he's holding his own just like back in the day, man. It's lit.
Well, yeah, because remember he went super like religious, and like his raps were like they were like, oh, this shit sounding weird now, you know what I mean? And on this, he's just flowing on the beats. But you notice
He
they
ain't
only give
cussing.
him like they only give him like Pusha T. They on the two songs they've only given him like 16 or some shit, you know.
And
to
that's
spit.
cool, you know.
And then Pusha T got like 2 verses.
That's how it should be,
Yeah.
because he's the one that's been going, and
He's
You
the more
gotta-
famous one out of
got to
the two,
roll
'cause he didn't
bruh in
take the break.
slowly. And King and,
Yeah,
and
his
keep it
name is
real.
back to Malice.
Yeah, bro.
It's not no
Oh,
Malice
yeah, you're-
anymore.
Oh, he
You're
went
right.
back to it?
He's
He
back
went
to
back
Yeah,
to
he's
Malice.
back to regular just Malice.
before
Yeah, I
it was no
didn't
Malice.
even notice that.
Yeah,
Man,
but Clips
Interesting.
is
This is like
back
one of
in.
those the Mace things. You become a pastor and then you just say fuck it and come back and just.
Yeah.
Everybody's talking about the Travis bar on there from Push, but the one that was the hardest to me was from Malice when he's like, "Ain't no more Neptunes," and he mentions it's just P. Cause bro, Pharrell came through on these beats, man. This shit is really knocking.
Yeah, I
It's
like
like
the
Lord
Kanye
willing.
diss. The Kanye diss was dope.
I gotta hear some of
He
that.
really felt that. He was like, "You died on me." But yeah, man. The
was
one
for
came out of
Travis,
this-
right?
That was for Travis.
Nah, that was for Kanye.
It was for both of them, but
Yeah, it
mostly
was
for
both of them.
Travis, because
Nah.
it's a double entendre for sure.
Yeah, but it was mostly for Kanye because that's what you said. You died on me. You cried on me. I seen the fucking what's the Calabasas take the. You know what I'm saying?
That applies
Take
to
your
both of
bitch.
them,
Yeah. They
because
have the
both
same
went through
thing.
some shit.
No,
you know,
yeah,
like after the
but-
Astro World thing, like all that.
Well, no, but that's why then after he dissed him with the lip gloss saying that he didn't need you to eat, that she's making more money than you, your bitch.
Mhm.
Yeah. Well, the lip gloss is Kylie. So that's
No, but
That's
then the
Kylie, bro. She's the
Yeah.
billionaire.
yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. That's what he's talking about.
That was the
she's
one
eating more
like
than-
direct shot at Travis. I feel like when he said this Euphoria or Utopia, whatever.
Nah, but then he brought in more like context about why when he just did those interviews with Ebro and GQ where he's talking about how Travis
Yeah.
Scott came to the studio when he was doing that little Utopia run and was playing them the album and he was just like, why is this motherfucker here? Like he's like, I don't even like him already because I don't like people who don't rap. Like he don't rap. And then he was just like, yeah,
starts
he came
playing the
in
one
and
with Drake off his album Hella Loud.
he
and,
played
like,
the
trying to get a
Well,
reaction
no,
out
he-
of people.
No, see, he played the song Meltdown for them without the Drake verse, and then a week later he dropped the song with the Drake verse.
And
That's
there's
why
a
he-
diss verse on Pharrell.
Yeah, and that's why another thing. Also, this for Pusha.
Oh,
But,
they did
Pharrell,
they
huh?
just Pharrell on there for sure.
Yeah, that was a big one.
Yeah.
No, yeah, but it's also because he's like your boss or whatever, and that's
Yeah.
like a lot of people get mad when they say, "Oh, I got a boss" or some shit. So, but yeah, that's why he's saying like, "Hey, this was a goofy ass dude," and it's like he's like, that's not the only time he's done it. Like,
Well, he did it with Kanye on Sicko Mode first, so it's like
No,
almost like
yeah.
that's in his personality.
but then he did it with
So-
Drake too, where he was like, "Look what he did with Drake at the Metro Boomin concert." Yeah, he's like, he's gonna play
Yeah.
that, like you know.
He
What I
a
mean?
little
So-
instigator.
Yep.
But I mean, if anyone, I'm a Travis. Well, I used to be a bigger fan when I liked his music. His new music's not, it doesn't hit me like that. But if you know Travis Scott, if you just follow him, like you look at him, you're like, how cool and normal can this guy be, right? Like,
No, yeah. Remember when he
he's
first
always
started
been on
rapping?
some,
He was wearing a
like,
scarf
cocky
around his
shit,
mouth
yeah.
to rap. Like he was on some weird shit with the little
yeah.
flat top kind of deal. Like he was like,
And,
on
like,
weirdo shit.
And I mean, rightfully so, I guess. Like he's big, and he got bagged Kylie, like a billionaire. Someone's richer than him. He went
And
up.
then he stole ASAP Rocky swag. And then remember even
Yeah,
Tory
like-
Lanez punked him like in the trailer for some shit. You don't know if you remember that video.
Yeah, he's not like that.
Yeah. So I mean, it's expected in the big celebrities like that.
But yeah, July album's gonna be dope. Shout out the weekend of the Gen G draft for sure. Got to hit up that concert in Vegas.
Oh yeah, we're going. Hey,
yeah. And it's at a good, cool venue too, where you can really see shit.
Boom, boom, boom.
That's
I'm
gonna
your
go
pusher.
Yeah,
From ghetto to
that
ghetto
would
to
be lit.
backyard.
Oh
to
yeah,
yard.
we mentioned. I said we didn't mention it last time, but I know the internet's been buzzing and hating on the Carter 6, which I understand. It is the worst one for sure. I'm not gonna sit here and act like it's not. All right?
I'm cool with 5 too, for the most part, as it is. Even though it was like not the.
But
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
you
he's
think
still
about now, 5 was whack too.
Yeah. Well, I'm
well,
cool with it.
comparatively,
I'm not
to the
cool with
series,
this.
6 might have been the
You
worst.
could have kept
Yeah.
that whole thing, bro.
Cause like, what are
This
you
really
slapping off
bad.
Carter 5 right now? Nothing. Like honestly.
Well, I mean, what are you? How much Wayne are you always slapping though on a regular basis?
No, I listen to Lil Wayne, and he's always in there, and I'm always going back to like the car, but like I'm not gonna slap Uproar. You know what I mean?
What
the fuck
though? You hear that naturally though. That was a hit.
Yeah,
so it gets
that beat.
played.
That's like more of a pop, almost like his version
But
of
that's
a pop
still.
song. That shit was
I'm
slapping.
going back to slap Lollipop. I'm not going back to slap that. You know what I mean?
And,
Lollipop.
I did go through why I listened to the Carter 3 again after I listened to the Carter 6 because I just needed to cleanse my soul.
Yeah.
But
Get your
hey,
life together.
But they're
lyrically
fucking
is
with it
good.
though.
Lyrically, I
Nah.
think dude, he has bars. It's the same type of bars that he's been always dropping, but it's just like
The beats are canned.
but also rap now is different than even before Wayne. It's like rap is 2% of rap. You know, like Joe
Yeah.
Budden said. So it's like
For sure.
I can't agree with that more. It's like you can have all the bars in the world. And that's why there's some of the best spitters and freestylers that are nowhere near famous, nowhere near getting money, you know, like nowhere, you know, to that level, but they're skilled as fuck, you know?
Yeah,
So it's like
for sure.
No, he's
That's
still
what it
killing it, but just like on features, but like his solo shit is just kind of sus now. But
Yeah, he
people are
just picks
fucking
his
with
own
it.
shit.
Like a lot of his like newer fans are like really fucking with it. You seen the concerts at Madison Square? Shit was sold out. You know what I mean? Like,
well,
and he
going
was
to the
playing
concert,
the whole
I'm going
album.
to the concert, like for sure. And whether I like the album or not, because I like Lil Wayne, like, you know what I mean? Like, so I feel like if you're a fan of Lil Wayne, like, you're going to go support him and listen anyway.
No, but like it also the internet can persuade a lot of shit now. Like the way they were clowning that album, that could do a lot of damage. to
Yeah,
some people, you know
he's
what
too
I mean?
much of a legend at the end of the day, though, and he's smart, or whoever is running his tour, because it's a all Carter tour, not just Carter 6 tour.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so you naturally will get the songs that really mattered to him as an artist anyway on this tour.
I
not
think he
just
need to
wrapped up
end the
in this
Carter
new shit.
series though.
Yeah,
Right.
this needs to
Oh,
be.
yeah.
it.
I mean, there
He
ain't no
need to do-
Carter 7.
He need to start doing like collab.
You need to
albums.
end at Carter 5.
True,
Like,
true.
nah, he should start doing collab albums. Like
That's
the
a good
one that
idea.
like him and Birdman, that shit was hard. Like imagine
That was
him
old too.
and
But how about
somebody
him and 2 Chainz was just, it was.
else. Oh yeah, those are all cool. Those are
They're
all
all
cool.
right, but they're not. I thought they were going to be better because it was like 2 of my favorite rappers together. And then I
No,
was
but
like,
they're on the
it's all
decline
right.
though.
Yeah, they're just
no,
old
but
man,
2
you know,
Chainz
like-
has been stuck like this past year. 2 Chainz is still.
He's
almost
still
improving.
solid. He's still solid. But I'm just saying it's not like it's like he ain't cracking out no more like I'm different or you know what I'm saying. shit
Nah,
like
he's
that.
on the low key vibes now, like just
Exactly.
vibing out all the time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Too
those are
zooted.
classics. Like I'm different. Started from the trap, now rap.
Oh
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
I got
Jack Crack.
Canaan. Yeah, I got
No matter
Canaan.
where I'm at, he was
You know what I'm
everywhere with crack on him.
2 Chainz is my top 3 of all time.
Yeah, hey, you was deep in the 2 Chainz game
Bro,
for a second.
One of my
I
favorite songs
supported
of
that.
all time is Duffel Bag Boys. Like when I heard that shit is like life changing.
Duffel
It's
bag
crazy.
boy.
Yeah, that's crazy. They're really homies too. That's what's dope. Lil Wayne and 2
Hey,
Chainz.
shouts out, man,
Yeah.
for real.
But yeah, hopefully they do
But
something like that.
let's get to the real.
This is
King
the
of real in
real
there.
for all my real.
Yeah, man.
So
Hey,
we got a little bit of black on black violence coming up this
Yes.
weekend.
in Middle East
uh,
though.
Jamal Hill versus Khalil Roundtree. Of course, bros got to fight each other. If you remember, last time we saw Khalil Roundtree, he got his face absolutely obliterated.
That's why this is a good
In a
match.
championship loss.
Mhm.
You see, he's got his gold gloves on there.
Yeah, I don't know
and
why.
we got
Okay,
Jamal
that's from the
Hill,
last. That's from the
who
last. one.
used to be the champion until This nigga hurt his knee playing basketball.
Achilles towards Achilles.
Achilles.
Yeah, whatever he did. I don't remember what I thought he tore his ACL.
He thought
He
it was
tore his Achilles, yeah.
Oh, man, that's devastating. So he's been fighting and clawing his way, trying to get back up to the top where he was before the belt was taken from him. So
Hasn't he lost his last
what-
two though?
Oh yeah, he's got slept. He got his against
Like,
Pereira.
badly.
He got TKO'd, but yeah, the last one was like really bad because he was getting pieced up. But he has the height on Khalil Roundtree here. Yeah, Jamal Hill. He's like the person to hate right now in MMA. He's always coming up with some weird ass takes. Like just
Yeah.
like, I don't know
Bad
what it is.
tattoos.
Yeah, I gotta go with
That
Roundtree here.
nigga's Murray, bro.
Yeah, I could see whoever wins this fighting a top contender to see who's gonna go for the belt.
Yeah,
That's the thing.
yeah.
Like, if
Fuck both
they
these guys, though.
if Roundtree wins, we'll probably maybe see him versus Yuri or something like that. Because like because they still got
That'd
to
be
do still got to do the Pereira and Abraham Lincoln rematch.
I like that wacky white dude versus wacky black dude. Like,
Yeah, and that'd be a crazy ass striking match too, bro. So yeah, that's gonna be interesting. Who you guys got?
So I think I'm gonna go with I gotta go with Khalil, man. I think his last fight, he wasn't bad. He just came up against,
The champ.
a goat.
big step up from one of the people
Real,
he's been
he
fighting.
really got beat up.
No,
Does
but
he
he
got
held his
kids?
own though, bro. He held his own to
For a little bit,
the
yeah.
later rounds, but he for sure held his own.
Khalil
Yeah,
Roundtree
for
got
sure he did.
kids because he looked
Nah, he
like
ain't
one
got
of
no
them
kids.
dads you don't want a whooping from.
Nah,
Hey, I met that fool, man. So I'm going Khalil Roundtree. But yeah,
He looks
he's
like
way
a
intimidating.
skateboard kind of black dude to me.
Oh,
Nah,
for
yeah,
sure.
we talked about it on the we talked about it on the shout out to MMA Smokedown, but yeah, he used to be like a fat dude.
Unreleased.
So I'm saying he got them inner demons, you know what I'm saying? He's like so.
Yeah. He used to be
he
fat
just-
and then he got fit.
Yeah,
So
he
he's
just lets it
still-
out in the ring, bro. And then like also he just has a crazy story. His dad used to be a bodyguard for Boyz II Men, and he got killed on the
Damn.
road or something like that. So yeah,
That's crazy.
You
So
know
then
what?
he doesn't like R&B anymore. He only listens to like punk rock and shit now.
Khalil Roundtree, Asian wife.
Really?
Yeah.
well, he be in Thailand all the time.
Oh.
Yeah.
check
Oh,
it out.
he got customized shorts too. It's gonna
Yeah,
be
it's
some
all,
like
like,
Thailand Buddhist
It's all
shit.
Asian theme shit. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's lit.
Yeah, man.
Well, good for him.
Shout out, bruh. So who's got to pick still? Weez?
Yeah.
I'm not picking him. I'm going with Hill, bro.
Going with Jamal
Yeah.
and Dave?
Oh, I'm going Khalil, bro.
Khalil, three
I met him.
Khalils and
Little fight.
on a hill, big hill.
We
Oh,
don't
I
know.
fuck. We didn't saw Jimmy.
Die on that hill.
Saw Jimmy.
Saw
Yeah.
Jimmy. I think he'll pick Khalil, but I think he likes Jamal's tattoos.
Yeah. I like this guy's stance. What else was on that
Man.
card, bro? Are you,
Yeah,
you know what I'm
bro.
saying? We
Oh.
get to see.
Yeah,
It's-
I can
it's
share
an
it
early
back.
card, by the way.
There was some fights on there.
9
Cool
a.m.
cards,
Pacific.
Yeah.
Fizzy
I'm
Evans
trying to
making
see
his
what that
return.
thing like.
Oh. Wake up.
So let's see. Rafael Fiziev
Oh,
versus
Fizz.
La Jaula.
Ignacio
That's gonna be a banger.
Bahamondes.
La
Yeah,
Jaula.
he looks
pendejo.
like a little Chucky dude, right? He's gonna show hands.
He's
Tall,
six.
skinny dude, 6'3",
6'3", yeah,
155. It's
155,
crazy.
bro.
Damn.
It's a little-
Yeah.
yeah.
That's a size difference in height for sure. For sure.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Let's
Then
see,
you got
Curtis
Curtis Blades.
Blades
Hey,
fighting against some Slavic dude.
you never know what Curtis Blades you gonna get.
You don't usually see too many big Steves like this. Like, when's the last time you seen a big Steve? You know?
Yes,
Six
it's
Yeah,
more.
He be on the
This
ground
big
and shit.
Steve, I don't know what he really does. I always like. I
He
never
just throw
really seen him fight
hammers.
that. But he's also
Russian.
he's been popped for hella steroids.
Kunev.
Yeah.
Yep.
Man, all right, well, we'll
Hey,
see.
You got the
Oraball.
first human. The first human is fighting on here.
Read-
Mateki Orabal.
Read this guy's name. Yeah. What's it?
Tofik Musayev from Azerbaijan.
Oh,
That's where the
versus-
fight is at. By the way.
He's unlocked here, bro. And he's like supposed to be. elite.
This Kyrgyzstani,
Kyrgyzstan.
dude,
My
He's the
Tibet.
first-
Mike Tebek.
He's the
Or
first
Obi.
human. He's the
Is that
first
yellow
human, bro.
excellence, cuz?
Yeah,
Man, this
that's
dude, yeah.
questionably yellow. I don't know.
He's racially fake.
Genghis
he's
Khan
like-
really came through there.
Yeah, Genghis
Yeah.
Khan
Literally.
makes it a little.
Yeah.
He looks
Yeah,
like
we
the.
got a
Never
couple-
mind. I'm not gonna say that. No.
Couple little henchmen fighting each other down here. You know.
Henchman.
Let's see. Anything else interesting?
Dude got a black and white photo up there.
got,
Shavrezi Co.
This dude with a taper.
Hey, down below they got JoJo Siwa.
Moroccan. Shouts out Morocco, man.
Shout out Morocco.
Hey.
Yeah.
Down
then,
below,
some
Arena.
ladies fighting.
See, look, they got her pick update on there.
Daria, bro.
Arena
That's
The Russian
JoJo
Ronda.
Siwa's
versus
like
Claudia.
#1 fan.
Nah, JoJo C was back.
And we got
She's
these
taking
other
D
ones,
again.
Daria. And
You said she's
Melissa.
bad.
She's back. No, I said JoJo C is back. She's not a lesbian no more. She's taking the D again.
I'm not gay no
Oh
more.
my God, bro.
Jesus.
Who's this dude?
It's quite
Who
the
is this
update.
King Negro they hid down at the bottom of the car
Muhammad
here?
Oh,
Usman,
that's
that's
Kamaro's
Kamaro's
brother, isn't it?
That's
Yeah.
Kamaro's little brother.
Muhammad Usman.
His not
Yeah, you
so
see
little
me-
brother.
You think he
Hey.
looks like a beast and shit, right? You think he looks like a savage and can fuck some shit up? Yeah, he's very mid. He's very mid.
Really?
He's not Kamaru.
Yes, he's far from Kamaru.
That's
So
a big
he's
dude.
like Giannis's brother.
Yes, damn, that's a perfect example.
Just
bro.
with more muscles.
Seth
Yeah.
Curry? Nah, Seth
the
is better.
Nasus.
Nah, he's not
Nah,
as good
Seth
as
Curry's
Seth Curry.
a great. Seth Curry got great.
Seth Curry's way better than Muhammad Usman.
No, this is Theanis for sure, bro.
Just want to see him moving around.
You know, we got to think of this in basketball terms.
Yeah.
Man. Yeah. So shouts out the UFC coming up this weekend.
Wake up early,
You
bitches.
know?
Yup, it's at 9 a.m.
9 a.m. Start of the main card or what?
Nah, that's the
The
prelims.
prelims. The main card's at 12, I think.
Prelims.
Nice. We're going to wake
So,
up
yeah.
early and watch, brother.
Yeah.
Early battle.
Me and Dave locked
I be
in.
checking them out for sure. I be watching a lot of UFC, man.
I'm
And
gonna
then,
be a little
you know,
tired.
it's
Every Saturday.
we'd
I'm going
be
out Friday night.
you know, we always waiting for football season, but there were some off-season moves, just little things here and there. Jair Alexander went to the Ravens. Raiders got Jermaine Pratt from the Bengals. Some free agents are coming loose, and some still think there will be trades. So NFL season is always in our eye, you know what I'm saying? Training camp is in a few weeks. Shout out to Gen G
shout
Fantasy
out.
League.
Right around the corner.
Yeah. Well, fun fact, we were talking about Netflix, and you remember Netflix?
Netflix?
You know, they had those little DVDs they were mailing out. You would get the new ones and mail back the ones you were done with.
Yep.
Well, Netflix was actually founded before Google.
Damn.
1997, Netflix was established, and Google came to be in 1998. So Netflix, what you think about, you know, it has been around longer than Google. The God.
I
Two
remember
conglomerates
when
now.
my parents got their Netflix subscription. I think I was in high school, and I was like, "Whoa, you're getting movies in the mail?"
Yeah, my mom
What?
was doing
Yeah,
that
it
shit.
was a
That's how I
trip.
knew about it.
And that would be Blockbuster's killer right there, for real.
No, that and the
Man.
Redbox were killers for them.
They marked it off. Well,
Redbox
even
was
by
the
the time they
final
got
touch.
to Redbox, Redbox was the end of it. But
No, Redbox
Netflix
been around for
definitely
a
killed
minute,
them
bro.
off. For sure.
Man.
No, but shouts out Netflix, shouts out Google, you know.
It's been an edition of the group chat on Wax for your ass. Follow us at Gen G Podcast. At Gen G Podcast.